Okay, so we're going to follow a Clacton test route, starting from this position, which is one of the places that we start at Clacton. So, move off when you're ready. Lots of cars coming, checking behind. I'm actually going to put my signal on because there's such a massive queue that someone might let me out. Yeah, he's let me out. Got a wave. Got to take it real easy because of the zebra crossing. And then we're going to take the first left at the roundabout. Checking both directions. Yeah, we're nice and clear. Straight round. Going to pop that signal off. And enough space to get through. Okay, I'm going to take the next road on the left. Mirror checks. Signal it. Need to be staying within the white lines when you turn into the road. You can see there's a car looking across. Don't turn into the, it's clear. Staying well within the white lines. Okay, at the crossroads, it's going to be a left. Check the mirrors, put the signal on, look around the parked car, get the car back in the correct side of the road. Guy with his dog, going to bring it right up. He can't get out because the car coming down here is turning left, so that means I can get out and he can't cross. And then end of the road is going to be left. Car coming. Yeah, they need to slow down a little bit. And going to go left. So mirror check, signal. There's no lanes at the end of this, so you sort of position middle left. Keep position always to left. It's difficult. Keep a lookout because someone might let you out. Keep checking both directions because you need to know if it's clear to your left. Somebody could walk up and try and cross, or the traffic could be stopped. So bringing it round behind the traffic. So at the roundabout it's going to be second exit to the right. You can see there's some people on the zebra crossing. Keep an eye on my mirrors, looking for bicycles, motorbikes that possibly could come up alongside. Keep an eye on these people in case they come up to the crossing before I can get across, but no, it's not going to be a problem. So mirror check, signal, looking into the roundabout position, no lane markings, but it's used as 2 lanes. Car coming on the roundabout, stop without crossing the white line because that is the place you stop at if you can't go. There's a gap that I can pull into, so I'm going to pull it over into this. I'm going to swap to a left signal. The traffic's moving, so I'm not blocking. Keep an eye on the left. I've got somebody driving round in the left side, but they are trying to come the same way as me, which is why I've got a left signal on. Okay, no blocking the zebra crossing. Wait until there's a gap big enough that I can get across. That includes, you can't just leave your back wheels in the middle of that zebra crossing. So the truck and trailer's moved off. Again, keeping an eye there's no bicycles and motorbikes. I can get into the gap. Staying over to the left because if cars queue up on the right to turn right, you can go past them into space. Checking my mirrors because I'm moving back over to the right. This Mercedes needs to shove over a bit. That's it, and then we come into this section. So you can see I'm sat pretty much on top of the white line, but there's vehicles in the other direction, and it's going to be next road on the right. So as I come up, check my mirrors, get my signal on. Got a car trying to pull out from the left, car trying to pull out from the road I'm going into. I can't get into that road, so what I'm going to need to do is stop here because there is a van that's blocking the entrance. I'm not going to let this person out because they're not going. I would have if they'd have tried. So I can get into this part of the road and now wait for this van. That's why you've got to look into the road, because you could quite easily try and turn into this and get completely stuck. Okay, end of the road, I'm going to go left. So checking my mirrors, put the signal at the appropriate time, slow it down, judge the junction. I can't see anything until I get to the end because of the obstacles in my vision. Okay, now I can see all the way to the right, I can see to the left, there's nothing coming. Going to bring it out. Got the pickup and trailer parked, slow it down, bring it round. Man in the road, keep an eye on him, what's he doing? Slowing it down because I could easily bash him with the wing mirror if he stands like right. He's backed away from the curb, so that gave me space. And then looking ahead, again keeping an eye on my mirrors. So as soon as I see something happening in front, I'm checking my mirrors to make sure I know how close the car is behind, if there's any motorbikes, bicycles, police cars, ambulances, you've got somebody trying to cross the road, you've got this person in the back of the van, Mercedes trying to pull out the junction, Ford coming the other way, people walking, arms swinging close to the curb, so give it a little bit of extra space. Got cars parked on both sides, keeping an eye on the mirrors, white car reversing out, checking my mirrors and slowing down so that they can come out. And this is safe driving. He's going to hop in that Ford KA. Nothing coming, so I'll go around him. Again, checking around in my mirrors. And looking well ahead, pickup truck in front now. So next roundabout is going to be second exit straight across. So checking my mirrors because I'm coming into the bend and the roundabout, slowing it down. It is the right lane to go straight across. You have to be careful because people try and use the left lane and then cut you up. So I'm keeping an eye on my mirrors. No signal. Yep, the car behind drove into the wrong lane. And then it's going to be right on the roundabout. Bring it up. Keep checking. So yeah, I can go. The car to my right is turning right. There's nothing beyond it. Can be left on the next one, even if it wasn't. Clearly you can see that you've got to go left because the road's closed. Turn it in, make sure it's clear before I accelerate. So you drive in, the amount that you can see is the speed that you can go at, if that makes sense. So you don't go any faster than the space you can stop in. Okay, another roundabout. Check my mirrors, slowing down a bit. That white car could suddenly hit an indicator, it hasn't. This roundabout is pretty much non-existent, but you just slow down to that sort of pace and then drive away from it. I.e. you don't just sit at 30 miles an hour and fly straight across the top of it and ignore it entirely. Right, driving down. Looking well ahead, keep an eye on my mirrors, keep an eye on the speed because the car is starting to go downhill, which means it can easily run away with itself, so it might require a little touch of the brakes to control the speed, but that isn't to slow the car down, it's to maintain speed. So you don't stab the brake hard enough that you scrub 5 miles an hour speed off. So we're just sat at 30 because there's no reason not to be. Following out, there is a roundabout in front of us, we're going to come up, it's going to be straight across that roundabout. Mercedes behind, pigeon in the road, another pigeon, and slow down. Anyone coming into this? No, so I slow down to the appropriate speed, I drive through at the appropriate speed, then I accelerate away. Simple as that. Okay. And then it's going to be next left. So mirror check, signal, slowing down gently, look into the road, turn it in, park cars, is it clear? Yes it is, bring it round, check to my left, check to my right, and then right at the end of the road. So check my mirrors, get my signal on, position the car nice and straight. Okay, check both ways, it's clear. Bring it out, and then I'm going to ask myself to do a pull up on the left where it's safe to do so. So I should do that. I'm going to look ahead and I'm going to say just before that black bin, checking my mirrors, nothing behind, and there you go, just before the black bin. I haven't signalled because there is nobody here. Come to a stop. Move off when you're ready. So quick check round, check over my shoulder, make sure nobody's coming off the drive. I'm still not going to indicate because there is no one here. And then follow it into the next corner. I'm going to go nice and slow in case anyone comes. There's no one, so commit to going round but keeping it slow. Keeping a lookout for parked cars again. So I can't see much, so I'm keeping it slow. Now I can see, I can speed up, but I'm going to take the next road on the right. So check my mirrors. Right signal, I'm looking into the road, making sure it's clear. It's clear so I can turn it in. Check to get past the parked car. It's going to be left at the end. So as I get alongside these cars I'm going to signal left and then get the car back in the correct side of the road. So bring it up to the roundabout. Checking both ways, yeah, we're all good. corner. Again, you look and see if it's clear so that you know how fast you can go, and it isn't because there's a car there. So checking my mirrors immediately, slowing down a little bit until I can see. So now I can see and there is a car coming. Slowing down, not getting too close. Coming off the brake now. Bringing it round. And following it up to the next junction. So, got a couple of cars parked near it. We're going to turn right at this junction. I'm not going to signal before the parked cars though. What I'm doing is slowing the car down, looking up there to see if anyone turns into this road because they might turn a bit quick. Now I'm alongside, I'm going to put my signal on. Then I'm going to bring it back in. Now you can see why you keep checking in case someone comes in, and bring it up to the end. So, clear, straight out. And then it's going to be a left here. Now they do go straight on here, but the road is closed, like many roads around here. And it's been closed for weeks, and who knows when it'll open. So, checking both ways. Lovely gap after this Fiesta, so I'm going to follow it in. Look up the road, we're still in a 30. And now we are in a 60 limit. So we've gone from restricted road to de-restricted road. However, as you can see, there's no real increase in speed because nobody is accelerating. So, we're going to go left on the next roundabout. And if you look well ahead, there is a 30 limit before the roundabout actually happens. So, checking my mirrors, slowing the car down. I'm doing 30. Now I'm checking again, put my signal on. And we go into the car park. Anything coming? No, going to roll it straight out behind this Ford Cougar. Tap my signal off, don't think I want anyone to think I'm going to the recycling. Slowing it down. I'm going to take, not this left, the deliveries access, but the next left after it. Here it is. In I go. Going to follow it round. Car that's following me in, but it's gone that way. I'm going to do a forward bay park on the left. So, checking round, make sure there's no one here. No reason to signal at the moment. Swing it wide, otherwise I won't get in. Turn it in. Look straight ahead, so that when I straighten the car up, I look like I'm going to drive straight ahead. Perfectly placed. I can see it in the mirrors. Into park, handbrake on, shaft finished. Then I'm going to move back off. So back into reverse. Full check round. So that involves looking from the right, looking through the mirrors. Looking round to the left, looking out the back window, and there's nothing coming. Keep checking round as I do it. Going to reverse myself across into the correct side of the road. Otherwise, when you drive off, you're going to be driving off in the wrong part of the road. So if you see what I mean, I'm now in the correct side. If I'd have gone really tightly, I'd have been on the wrong side. I'd have to drive away from the wrong side of the road. Okay, check round. There's nothing coming. Again, just following the markings, going to turn right out at the end of this. Going to signal. Anything coming? Yep, but not after that. There's a lorry to my right. I hope he doesn't try and fire it straight out that junction. He should wait, but he has waited. Okay. And then we're going to turn left. So, mirror check, signal. Somebody coming up to cross. I'm not waving her across, just slowed down. I checked my mirrors, there's no one coming up alongside. There you go, as you can cross the road. There's nothing coming. Driving straight through. Accelerate straight up to 30 because that's the speed limit until you get to the de-restriction signs. Holding it at 30, checking my mirrors, make sure no one's overtaking. Right, let's get on with it. Get down this road. A bit bumpy down this road. And when we get to the next roundabout, it's going to be second exit straight across. And as always, you're checking your mirrors. Every time you see a hazard, you should check your mirrors to know if there's someone behind and what you're going to do next in case you have to brake and slow down. So second exit, look ahead, there's no lanes at the minute, there's still no lanes, and then when you get right to the end, there are lanes. I won't be stopping for this person because it would be inconvenient and unsafe. Checking my mirrors, signalling, bringing it off. Next roundabout is going to be first exit to the left. We are in a 60, but very short. Check your mirrors, get your signal going. Start slowing down. So you've got to slow down enough that you can actually see what's happening in the roundabout. White car coming across. White van, anything else coming this way? No, there's still nothing, so I can drive it straight round. If I were to find it up to its speed, I'd desperately be trying to look at the last second. Okay. Get the foot down. And there we go, 60. So cruise along at 60. Nothing in front, nothing behind. It's going to be second exit straight across on the next roundabout. That requires you to use the right lane on this one because it is a marked lane. But again, as you come down to it, don't just fly into it without looking. So I'm checking my mirrors now and I've got my foot on the brake because it's secure traffic. And as I look at this traffic, I can start to see what it's doing. Positioning to the right, there's literally nothing behind me at the minute. So looking into the roundabout, there is a blue Jaguar going right, so that's stopping the traffic moving off. There's a red Astra, now there's a grey van. But after the grey van, should be able to get a couple of cars pulling out, so this should move forwards. Then in the roundabout I can see there is a black Hyundai coming round, which is going to stop the traffic, followed by a black Mercedes van. Now there's a blocker with the Vauxhall Zafira, which has gone straight across. There was a gap built to pull out. Now there's a couple of cars coming from the right, but the car's coming from straight ahead, or the car is going straight across, so cars in front of me should be pulling out. And looking at the roundabout still, so that guy in front can go, it's still clear, it's still clear, it's still clear, I'm driving straight into it, because I'm actually watching the traffic. Checking to my left signal. Still in the 60 limit. So next roundabout is going to be third exit. I now have a Essex County Council van behind me. So third exit is going to be right lane, right signal. And there is a 30 limit. So as I come down, I am checking my mirrors and I'm going to start slowing down so that when I get to the 30, I'm actually doing 30. I'm going to check in from the right signal. Essex County Council van is getting right on my back bumper because they don't want to slow down for the 30 limit. Keep a very good eye because people use the wrong lane here. So all the way I've been watching the roundabout. And after this one there's a lovely gap. There we go. Checking to my left, checking to my left, looking around the roundabout, putting my signal on because I've just come past the junction, looking at my exit route. Here there are two potholes in the middle of the road, so you've got a choice of going left or right to avoid them. They are a landmark, so I'm going to go left to avoid them, and then I'm going to pull up on the left. So look for a place to stop. I'm going to stop next to that tree. Checking my mirrors, putting my signal on, bringing it in. There we go, good. And move off when you're ready. Essex County Council van decided to drive straight up behind me, yeah, and now he's sliced past me by millimetres. It's actually, whatever that was, Essex County Council badges. Then we're moving off. Whenever we're ready, we're moving off. Over my shoulder and go. So going to come up to the one-way system in a minute. And I'm going to move into the right-hand lane in that one-way system. Cars pulling out on you. So, like I say, going to move into the right hand lane. So as I come around this section, I'm looking across, there is a van into that lane, there's nothing behind it. I'm going to put my signal on, check in, bring it in, do a little safety check as well, keep an eye on everything. There is a car pouring out black smoke, so staying in this lane. This follows round to the right. It's not a give way on this side of it, it is on the other. But again, you can't trust anyone because people just drive straight out there. Going to move into the left lane as soon as you go around this corner. So as I come round, I'm going to look through the corner first, check it's clear, it is, put my left signal on, moving it across, drive it down, following the traffic, again checking my mirrors, kind of slowing down. I mean, that's a given. Every time you're going to slow down, you check your mirrors before you do it. Every time you see a hazard, you check your mirrors immediately to know what's behind you. I don't necessarily say it every single time, but it is a requirement. So here, checking my mirrors, lifting off a little, slowing down. There's loads of cars going straight across, but that one's going to stop them. The car from the right's indicating, so I can just glide straight through. Keeping it easy because I'm looking at the zebra crossing. I could see from a distance there was no one coming, but this person's cycling across the road. There you go. And again, as soon as you see the hazard of like a child on a bicycle, check your mirrors and you slow it down appropriately, or maybe you won't need to slow it down at that moment. Right, looking well ahead, there is a woman crossing the zebra crossing. Slowing down, there is a car illegally parked on the zigzag lines, which is a 3-point offence. Endorsable, not a parking ticket. Endorsable. Okay. Carrying on down. And go straight across the next roundabout. Can't block the keep clear, so I'm slowing down. Once the keep clear is clear, I can move off. And then just keep looking. So after this white one there's nothing, no one on the zebra crossing. Again, just keep an eye on the mirrors, not just for the sake of slowing down and what have you, but for bicycles and motorbikes. Okay, there's a pothole here, so I'm just going to stay slightly to the left. Keep an eye on this person who goes across. The car in front's got its daylight running lights on, so the engine's running, so you never know, they might try and drive off. There's another pothole in the middle, so I'm trying to not drive through it. So I'm doing about less than 20 miles an hour, which is about as fast as you want to go for this. Now I'm slowing down because this person's pulled out. Person in the road, this car's going to try and squeeze through the gap. Ooh, he's just going to accelerate into it at speed, really. Straight across this, anything coming? No, but I've slowed right down. Keep an eye, no one walks out. I'm going to follow the road round to the left. Take the immediate left, so mirror signal. Look into the road, is it clear? No, there's a man walking across, but I can get into it because of the barriers. I can get the car in the road and out of the other road. Okay, looking ahead. Again, checking my mirrors, bringing it out. This car's driving into the gap. Just creeping past. I mean, they're not going to reverse back out, so you can creep past. Car coming towards me. There's no cars on my left, so I'm bringing it back in a bit. Out of it. Looking ahead, people with bags, van coming across the crossroads. He's going to just pull out in front of me. You're going to wait. No, he's going to wait. There you go. So, slowing down again. Okay, just get another Mercedes flying around the corner, aiming at us. And there's the junction. We're going to go left at the end, and then you're back at the test centre. So, checking the mirrors, left signal. Nothing coming. Now we're just going to pull up on the left. Park it. And there you go. Easy as that. How to do a driving test.